Hello, this is a quick example for my annotation user interface. So you can follow me, you can see my mouse cursor and you can see my keyboard input down here. Because I like to operate my audio player with the keyboard, mainly the space key and the cursor keys you will see in a second. So I'm going to choose speech 16. So the first thing I'm going to do is listen to the speech and try to determine where the actual speech is starting.
Of Europe, thank you.
Next.
Thank you. The next speaker, Ms. Lopez, 2 minutes.
Gracias, señora.
Okay, so it already looks that way, like the speech is starting with this thank you, Madam President. So I'm going to lead everything in front of that. And it looks like the original speech is in Spanish. We will probably quickly hear the interpreter starting to speak. I'm pretty sure this will be the case, so I'm just going to input interpreter here.
President.
Thank you, Madam
There he is.
President, Commissioner, honourable members.
So I would advise against correcting British English and American English because Whisper is very inconsistent there, and well, it's a lot of effort and doesn't really. It's not a hard mistake, but yeah, as I said, Whisper does this way too often.
Fortunately, in the first plenary of the parliamentary year, we have to look at this very sad question of natural disasters, particularly forest fires. Once again, we have to lament the destruction caused by these fires over the summer of 2009, which have led to the loss of human life. 20 lives have been lost in Spain. And so I would start by expressing the greatest possible solidarity with those who've suffered, possible solidarity with those who've suffered the.
Okay, so I'm sure there's a second two. I'm not sure about the third one. So I'm going to. This is basically a sign that the first who is wrong, and I'm going to enter a second who. So the interpreter is saying two who's, but one who is grammatically wrong.
The impact of these disasters. I'd like to stress the impact these disasters have on the lives of people affected, on the local economy, jobs, the natural, cultural heritage, the environment, tourism. In my region, half of the land lost.
Okay, half of the land. Now this is a very frequent mistake. One of the few that can occur in English. Since the interpreter can't know what follows the, there's no way he knows if he should say the or the. So there's two the. The exact mistake I would have to figure out some other way. This is all you have to write.
To fires this summer was of the land lost. To fires this summer.
Okay.
Half of the land lost.
Half of the land lost.
To fires.
To fires. So you could say this is a stuttering, but it is a full word. So I'm going to write a second two and mark the first two the same way as the first the.
This summer was of scientific interest in terms of its environment. It will take years to restore the damage. The European institutions cannot fail yet again this year to find the necessary. Fail yet again this year to find.
So this this is not a full word, but this two is. Okay.
The necessary solution. We have to be able to help the people who have suffered and ensure we have the foundations for prompt restoration of the areas affected. We have to work hard on prevention. We have to develop the European Civil Protection Service further. And I would like to issue a twofold appeal to the European Commission, analyse the situation and adopt the measures we need.
So Same, you don't have to correct the S, that is fine. In a situation...
To our Commission, analyse the situation and adopt the measures we need to offset the inherent social cost of job losses, the loss of income for the inhabitants of the regions involved, and secondly, to the Spanish government, which will be presiding over the Council in the first half of 2010. The Spanish government must prove able to get its concerns across to its counterparts. I think as a matter of necessity, one of the priorities on its agenda must be the unfreezing of the reform of the European Solidarity Fund. The Spanish presidency must also make a clear, decisive commitment to developing a common European strategy. It must use the prevention resources available and tackle the causes.
Okay.
And tackle the causes.
So I would say this is just stuttering. This is not a full word, but this is just something for the forced liner later. I think this will work.
Which lead to these large-scale fires. And tackle the causes which lead to these large-scale fires.
So I'm not sure what this word is.
And tackle the causes which lead to these large-scale fires.
Okay. So it's I don't think it's massive. There's a K in there or something. So until I've figured this out, I may not figure it out. I'm just going to put a question mark there.
Tackle the causes which lead to these large-scale fires.
Okay, and this is where the speech ends. So I'm going to delete all of this, and we're done.